Making everyone happy on vacation isn't easy, but you know what is? Going to Aruba. All you have to do is walk out your door to find pristine pools, relaxing white sand beaches, and an island teeming with outdoor activities that'll put a smile on any face. You won't just feel great, you'll all feel great, filled with a calmer, more peaceful vibe that radiates Aruba's warmth. And the best part is, it never fades. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your family trip at Aruba.com.
Make this new school year an opportunity for your kids to learn important life skills with Greenlight. Greenlight is a debit card and money app for families where kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely, while parents keep an eye on kids' money habits. Greenlight also helps families get into their fall routine with a chores feature that lets parents assign chores and pay kids allowance when they check them off. Get your first month free at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, 8 Fun, Mindful Activities for Parents and Kids by Rachael Kable with ericalane.co. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Optimal Relationships Daily. I'm your host, Greg Audino, here today to bring you another parenting article. And this one I'm sure you'll enjoy, as author Rachael Kable will be offering a really fun list of how we can spend time with our kids, all while teaching them a bit about mindfulness along the way. So get those notepads out and listen closely. We're going to dive in right now and start optimizing your life. 8 Fun, Mindful Activities for Parents and Kids by Rachael Kable with ericalane.co. I was studying psychology and volunteering on a helpline at an anxiety recovery center when I really began creating my own mindfulness practice. After struggling with stress for much of my life, I was grateful to discover such an empowering way of managing it. And the more mindful I became, the more benefits I discovered. Better sleep, stronger relationships, more calm and enjoyment, increased self-awareness, and so much more. Being more mindful has helped me learn how to sink into the present moment and actually experience it, rather than constantly being distracted by the future or the past. It's given me so many opportunities to discover richness and depth in daily life, whether I'm going for a slow walk around my neighborhood or spending time with the people I love. If you'd like to experience the benefits of a more mindful life and teach your kids at the same time, here are 8 simple, fun, mindful activities you can start trying today. 8 fun, mindful activities for parents and kids. Number 1, taste test. Choose 5 to 10 safe things to taste test and have your child put on a blindfold. Ask her to try and guess which items she's been given, using only the senses of smell, touch, and taste. When she's tried everything, swap roles so she can choose things for you to taste test. Encourage your child to explore her senses and describe what she notices about each item of food. Number 2, press flowers. Go out in the garden with your child and find some fresh flowers to press. Put each flower in an old and heavy book. Make sure it's one you don't mind being damaged. You could always pick up a book from a secondhand shop if you prefer. And spread the flowers out so that there are thick spaces in between. Close the book and place something heavy on top. Every few days, move the flowers to different pages so they can continue absorbing the moisture. After 2 or 3 weeks, the flowers should be dry and you can very gently move them. Your flowers can be framed, used in art projects, or preserved in a scrapbook. Creative projects like these are great for cultivating mindfulness, as they help us focus our attention on what we're doing and express ourselves creatively. Number 3, communicate. Make intentional communication a regular part of your day and practice mindfulness in a meaningful way. Simply ask your child to describe their day and listen carefully and non-judgmentally, taking the time to reflect back what they've said to show you're paying attention. Need a few more interesting ways to communicate? Try some of these questions. Tell me which emotions you felt today and how they came about. What's your favorite thing to do at the moment? Describe what you like about yourself. And who do you look up to? Number 4, go on an adventure. Adventures are wonderful opportunities to be mindful, as they naturally draw our awareness and bring us into the now. Here are a few ideas for fun adventures you can go on with your child. Berry picking, beach hopping, exploring local gardens or nurseries, and visiting a museum, art gallery, or chocolate factory. If possible, leave unnecessary technological items at home so you can immerse yourselves in your adventures together. Number 5. Color and create. You can scrapbook, take photos, color, paint, make a blog, press flowers, see tip number 2, play music, whatever you would both like to do. Talk about the creative process and discuss ideas, trying not to judge the final outcomes or be critical. The focuses for these creative sessions are to have fun, connect, and pay attention to each moment you have together. Number 6. Yoga. Do some research and find if a yoga center offers child-friendly classes, or look up an easy tutorial online to try in the living room. Encourage your child to listen to his body and tune into his breath, and make sure you try too. Number 7. Meditate. Try attending a class together, using a meditation app, or downloading a simple meditation script and reading it to your child. And number 8. Journal. Journaling is another mindfulness practice that we can easily incorporate in everyday life, and it can be a fun and meaningful way to spend time with your child. Here are a few ways you can try it. Buy matching journals for you and your child, and dedicate 10 minutes each night to sit down and write about your favorite memories from your days. Keep a memory box. At night, write down with your child a favorite memory to place in the box. Before the start of the new year, read through all the memories you kept from the past year. And create a gratitude journal by passing a journal back and forth between you and writing down 3 things you're grateful for. No matter which exercises you try, keep in mind that mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, letting go of the past and future, and being open to your experience without being judgmental of it. Enjoy! You just listened to the post titled 8 Fun, Mindful Activities for Parents and Kids by Rachael Kable with ericalane.co, and be sure to stick around for my commentary in just a minute.
This episode is brought to you by Experian. Are you paying for subscriptions you don't use, but can't find the time or energy to cancel them? Experian could cancel unwanted subscriptions for you, saving you an average of $270 per year and plenty of time. Download the Experian app. Results will vary. Not all subscriptions are eligible. Savings are not guaranteed. Paid membership with connected payment account required.
Seriously, Diane, was Colgate your secret to winning Best Smile back in high school?
Yep, and it still is. I even work overnight.
Huh?
Colgate's Optic White Overnight Whitening Pen works overnight. So after 1 week, I can show up confident and reunion ready.
And here I was bragging about my kids.
Colgate Optic White. Find it at all major retailers.
This podcast is supported by FX's English Teacher, a new comedy from executive producers of What We Do in the Shadows and Baskets. English Teacher follows Evan, a teacher in Austin, Texas, who learns if it's really possible to be your full self at your job while often finding himself at the intersection of the personal, professional, and political aspects of working at a high school. FX's English Teacher premieres September 2nd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Thank you to Rachael. Some really terrific ideas from her today. And mind you, a lot of mindfulness can be found from reflecting on things we've done, right? Not just in the moment of performing these mindful activities. What I mean is that you can take pretty much any of these great ideas here today and make a mindfulness practice out of discussing them with your kids afterwards. So if you're creating or coloring, for example, you might look at the finished products after and ask your kids what they were thinking about when they made them. What colors made them think about certain emotions, etc. Yoga is another great example. Ask them, did they feel at peace during the yoga session? Did they notice certain imbalances? Were they antsy? No matter how we spend time with our kids, the conversations we have with them can turn any moment into a mindful one. Something to keep in mind, everyone. But for now, it is time to sign off and say goodbye. Thank you, as always, for listening today and every day. Enjoy your Friday if you're listening in real time, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.